How about that? We're here with Abercrombie and Ken on location, on board, and we're here in the plaza with the amazing Stephen Baer. And how are you feeling today?
Terrific.
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 I have to point this out before we know we had a little bit in the journeys, and we talked about Jim had a bit of biography, but very funny man, very quick-witted, which doesn't always show up in a written biography. And the fashion police would be jumping on this man because check this out. He's so styling, but I want you to see the socks, if we can get these socks. Look at this, socks of many colors. This stripe is color coordinated.
With the belt as well.
And the belt, that is amazing.
Okay.
So you scare me to no end, but this is your at-sea attire, you say?
Yes, but, and I have underwear to match.
You know what, that's too much information
for me. It's not for you to know.
There you go.
Things are not for you to know.
Thanks, we'll take your word for it on that.
Okay.
Now, we've been lucky, we've got you here for two whole weeks.
2 weeks.
Why only two? Can't you stay?
Well,
you're busy,
this was a very quick suggestion, and I was glad to be able to do it, but I'm hoping and looking forward to next year when we'll be spending extensive time on the boat, and I'm looking very much forward to that, either in the winter and or the summer.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Or the spring and summer.
Because we've got him for 2 weeks, and of course there'll be someone else coming in, and it's going to be wonderful with all the different variety. And it is, but he's really added a lot here. By the way, if you call it a boat, the captain gives you a cabin with a smaller bathroom.
Oh yeah, yeah. No,
anyway.
This is a ship. This is a ship.
There you go.
I know they throw you overboard.
And so, teabag. Ooh. Anyway,
no, don't want to do that.
I just want to ask you.
Sure.
You have been playing all your life, but you've also been in. You're a lawyer. You've been in the legal profession, and you've had your own business. So, is this how you made your way through? Did you play your way through school? Did you sing for your supper, basically? Is what I?
Well, no, I didn't really play for my supper, but when I was in high school, I had a high school band, and I played at all the
what kind of
parties.
Stuff did you do? Was it like
wedding Bill band? Haley's Rock Around the Clock.
Oh wow!
1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock rock, and then Shaboom Shaboom. Those were 50 songs. Early 50 songs. And then when I went to college, I went to the University of Virginia, and in my summer times, I would play in various places in Europe. So I spent my summers doing that, and then when I went to law school, I played at a local restaurant in Baltimore. I went to the University of Maryland Law School.
Wow.
And
where was the place you played? You didn't play at Phillips or any of those places?
Oh, no, I played at the Chesapeake restaurant. That was a watering hole for Baltimore's glitter eye, and it was a cafe society for Baltimore, put it that way. But Phillips was Crab House. That's a good. You get.
Yeah, that's nice. Now, but I was thinking maybe back then they hadn't quite developed the Inner Harbor, which we were just there 2 weeks ago, and it was fabulous.
This is the late 60s.
Yeah.
I'm an old person.
No.
You know, that was a long time.
No. So you did that, and then you got out, and
then I got into then I finished law school, and then. I developed this business over 25 years, a publishing company, and sort of dropped playing the piano a lot. Just did it at home with the family. And then when I sold the business, they moved the business to New York, and I decided that I would return to my first love, which was jazz, learning jazz and playing the piano. So I went to various clubs, and I played at Maxime's, I played at the Park Restaurant, I played at the Boathouse Cafe in Central Park with I had a trio, and then I played at private cocktail parties along Fifth Avenue and Park Avenue.
I can imagine if piano keys could talk, because you probably had some real interesting. What are some of them? They have some very different parties. Every once in a while, you just go to a typical gig, and then every once in a while you find out that you're playing some. What was? Do you have anything odd that sticks out in mind?
Well, now that's a good question, but I can't think of anything right now. But it's just that those parties had a lot to be said, a lot of things going on at these parties, and I enjoyed it because mainly I was there to meet a lot of people. I enjoyed the sociability of it, and they did a lot of name that tune kind of thing, and then I played whatever they liked, and it was a way for me to socialize in New York, because I was a little guy from Baltimore. Yeah. And I said, well, now I'm coming to the big city.
Get you in with the crowd,
got me in with the in crowd, I thought, and it was a lot of fun.
Did anybody that you had a chance to work with name-wise? what you would say is a big name, even in the jazz world while you were there.
Yes, Herbie Hancock.
Ah, love Herbie.
Yeah,
Herbie's
and he gave me a
wonderful.
lot of pointers. As a matter of fact, he went out to Aspen to play in the Jazz Festival, and I followed him out there. And I ended up playing at the Little Nell for a whole
Oh, how
summer.
nice.
And I got a job there, and I was gonna have my picture. I was a star in my own mind because I had
A legend in his own mind.
A legend in my own mind, and I had I played there in the summer, and it was terrific, and met some people that invited me to come to Paris, and so I played at a party in Paris, and then I got a job at the Bristol in Paris.
And basically, you've been all over.
Yeah. I've done a
Witness
lot.
protection program. Huh?
Yeah, witness. Yeah, but I'm me, and what you see is what you get.
Now you have to leave here. What are you going to do when you leave here?
I'm going to New York because my son has a business project that's going on that evening that I leave, and so I'm flying directly to New York to be with him for this very special project, which has to do with actually breast cancer and Evelyn Lauder's Breast Cancer Foundation, and he's involved with that in a business venture, and that's a charitable venture as well.
Right.
And then I go to my home, which is now in Virginia Beach, with my beautiful wife, Joni, who you met.
She's a sweetheart. I know
She's
we only had her for,
adorable.
what, 3-4 days, and
Yeah,
off
but
she
she
went.
makes a great impression. And so she hopes to come back, and she loves the boat, and she's talking it up with her friends.
There you go.
And we know that we're going to be able to get the world some great people at least to take a look at it, and it's up to them to see if they want to be part of this wonderful adventure.
Being part of the world. We went to a show the other night, and I'm not going to say where. That's incriminating. But anyway, in the audience, they were talking to the audience, and they said, "Where are you from?" And the whole table, we went, "The world." And they went, "Yeah, right. Okay." Because they didn't realize, I mean, we are from the world. That's amazing. And
we are the world.
We are the world.
We are the world. There's a song there.
I feel a song coming on. Now, I asked you something earlier, and it was so funny that, because I like to do more of this ad lib, but
What?
I asked Steve about songs. I said, there's some songs, trying to explain myself. I said, do you have a favorite song? And he says, well, they're all really great, and he likes a lot of songs. And I said, let me put this in perspective. You have 2 minutes to live. What if you had a chance to play one song in your last 2 minutes of life? And he said, would I be there? And then he started to play the stripper, but that's beside the point. But
I
then,
thought you were going to let me play it, and you would do an act.
no, I'm
no.
sorry. Those
Okay.
days are gone. Let's see. And so I was explaining how, a lot of people have songs that are their favorites that, even though, I mean, you still play them with all your heart, but you go, if I have to play this song one more time, I'm going to scream. But there's also songs that, if someone asks you to play, I mean, the only answer you can really say is, I would love to do that with pleasure, because you love to play these songs so much. And so I know that he's got to get back, and we're going to go into church and talk about St. John's in Antigua. But I just thought maybe we could end this with that a song that when someone, I'm sure you get so many requests, but one song that in particular maybe someone would ask and you say, I would love to play that. And what would that song be?
I would love to play for you the following song.
Okay. Stephen Baer.
Our love is here to stay. Together we're going a long, long way. Joni, I'm just singing. It's, this is just a song. Not to worry. I'll be home with you in a week. But right now,
I'm the lucky one.
Tumble, Gibraltar way tumble. It's only made of love. But our love is here to stay.
Joni, eat your heart out. Stephen Baer, enjoy your day.